Bob, Wario, and Waluigi are all over 500 years old, and Wario is Bob's father. Welcome to the SMG4 Bob Theory, where we dive deep into how the inconsistency of plot may not actually be inconsistent at all. Make sure to like and subscribe. Enjoy the video. Bob was first introduced in the SMG4 video Can Ganondorf Come Out to Play, where Bob says that he was in the sewers for 500 years. This means that Bob must have been stuck inside of the sewers since the year 1516, as the video that Bob was introduced in was uploaded in 2016. This means that Bob is the oldest main cast member in the entire crew, but this is where it gets complicated. Over on Hobo Bros, SMG4 and Kevin did a Hobo Theater discussing the origins of Bob. In this video, Bob's origins were changed, as it was stated in the video that Bob was born from Wario taking out the trash. This wouldn't make much sense, as that would also mean that Wario is over 500 years old. In fact, it made so little sense that in a future Hobo Bros video, Kevin stated that Hobo Theaters weren't canon and the only stuff on SMG4 is. However, I'm not so convinced that is the case anymore. Also in Hobo Theater, Bob was given his last name, Bob Babowski, which Kevin also retconned in the Hobo Bros video, along with Bob's messed up origins. However, in SMG4 Mario's Internet Safety, Bob's last name was confirmed to be Bob Babowski, which means that Kevin's retcon to Bob's last name was no longer a retcon, but a stated fact. So does this mean that Bob and Wario's age of being over 500 still makes sense? In SMG4 Mario Babies, it looks like Bob being over 500 was retconned, and as we get to see Bob's origins in an entirely different matter. No mention of the sewer and Wario and Waluigi being babies. Most people have seen this as a retcon to the series, but what if it isn't? In this video, Bob is very insistent on being with Wario and Waluigi. However, anytime Bob got near them, Wario and Waluigi would bully him. Wario was the creator of Bob, and Bob just wants to be in a loving relationship with Wario, who is now considered his father because he essentially was the one that brought Bob into existence. However, it's clear that Wario does not want him. In SMG4 To Become a God, we get a small tidbit of information regarding Bob's origins.
Them abandoned again, just like Dad did.
In which Bob states that he was abandoned by his father. If you take into consideration that Wario is Bob's father, and then look at the Mario Babies episodes, this makes a lot of sense. Wario hated Bob, and would do absolutely anything to get Bob away from him. Wario's age throughout the series, along with Bob, has also had many inconsistencies. In the Nintendo canon, Wario is 29 years old. However, in the SMG4 canon, things get a little messy. In SMG4 War of the Fat Italians 2020, we get this confrontation between the giant Wario head and the giant Mario head.
Wario, the accident was 30 years ago. Let your mother go.
Despite this sad backstory with Wario, this gives us a lot of information regarding Wario's past. First of all, this implies that when Wario's mother had the accident, Wario must have been -1 years old. However, despite this, Wario looks the exact same age as he does in current SMG4. This means that Wario must be over 30 in the current time, and must never age in order for this to make sense. Taking this into consideration, we now have a whole new perspective on the Mario Babies episode. These events must have happened before the year 1516, which is when Bob ended up in the sewers. It's the only explanation to justify Wario not aging. Wario, Waluigi, and Bob all do not age, and are all over 500 years old. Thank you for watching, and check out the SMG4 Zero Theory.